Hey, good morning, folks. We are back down here at the River Church, and we're about ready to upgrade and do a bunch of things based off of what we talked about. I did do a short recently about the UltraStudio, but I'm gonna have a longer version of that this afternoon when I get finished editing that. But let's get in here, let's hook up everything, and let's get this ministry modernized. Alrighty, folks. So Pastor Ron's got the PoE switch that we're going to put in place. We have the ATEM and Extreme. We're going to hook that up, and let's do the simple stuff right now. I do have the other 50-foot cable that I had that's going to this TV. We're going to see if we have to replace the cables up in the ceiling for the TVs, but we're going to put the other splitters. And like I said, in that diagram, we're going to have a splitter that goes to the TVs, but then another splitter from the Mac that just feeds the TVs in the front. So let's get this stuff in place, and we go from there. Alrighty, so far I got the PoE switch here. That is powering the camera. We got the ATEM up. I need to make a cable for the Mac, the ATEM, and the joystick. And I didn't notice that they actually had a hub here. So this extra output is going to be able to go directly into the ATEM, but we're still going to use the UltraStudio so that we can have another input. So this will be for where we're a duplicate that goes to the monitors up here, but then we'll have another one from the UltraStudio monitor that is going to be formatted for ProPresenter so that it does lower thirds. So let's go ahead and get that installed. Let me get my box of cable. We're going to make some short cables and get all of this up and running, and then we can attack putting in the splitters to see if we get a signal to the TVs. Alright, so right now we got this stuff set up, the hard drive. That color I think is because it's picking up and it's trying to send 4K, so I need to adjust that. We have the UltraStudio here, but for whatever reason I downloaded the software and it's corrupting for whatever reason when I try and install it. So we're re-downloading it directly from the internet. So that'll be done in a little bit. Now what we're going to do is make some cables, 3 cables for right now to connect all this to the switch, and we got to connect the X32. So we got 4 cables that we need to make. Alright, folks, I think we're making some good progress. We got a lot of the old cables from here we removed, some VGA cables and the old HDMIs that cleared up this because some of the stuff. Ooh, you alright? Are you alright? Can't step on that. That was scary. I think Pastor stepped and got a hole right there in the ceiling, but thankfully he is okay. But yeah. So we got that right there, but thankfully he is okay. So we got the cables ran. I got a bunch of them still right there. Some other ones up there pulled. So let's see the TVs that they have back here. I believe this is one. Yeah, it is. So let's see.
Oh, we need an extension cord, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find one.
We'll try that one. And then there's another TV that we got. Alright, and this is the other one. I don't know which one was connected, but let's see. I need to do this at Antioch.
Lucky.
Alright, it must be the other TV that's connected, so no signal there. I don't know if that's 2. I really feel that this is not the cable that's connected. That's what I think, but let's try one more. Oh, I stand corrected. There we go. So that shows here, that's coming from the splitter, so that's good. All we got to do now is pull the rest of the cable for the one over here, connect that, and then Pastor's pulling the other cables for the other TVs in the front. That's going to be split from ProPresenter, and I got to figure out what's going on with the greenish tint that's plugged in. I might need to set the HDMI splitter to something, but going good, going good. Hey folks, it's day 2. We are back here at the River Church. Let's finish up. A little few things to do and then train, and then that's about it. And then I give you a tour of everything we've done. But anyway, let's get inside. Alrighty folks, so we are done with everything here. We just had to do a little bit of stuff and probably let them know that this cable is pulled a little bit. But let's walk through what we did here. So based on the same diagram that we did a while ago, we kind of followed those same kind of procedures in what we did. So walking inside of here, we have the ProPresenter that is outputting to the 3 TVs in here. We have the live stream that comes back from the ATEM, goes to these TVs as well as the other rooms. In here, I just finished cutting this out, so this makes it a lot easier to get to. We have one HDMI splitter that is feeding the output from the ATEM that is going for the live stream. That's what goes to here. We have another splitter that splits out ProPresenter that feeds everything. Now, I think a storm hit this because the multi-view is now not working. So they're already going to send this in and do a replacement so that the other one will come in. But that would give the multi-view right here. We got the joystick with the one camera that's connected that is auto tracking as well. That can do everything. I'll turn the multi-view on right now. So we got everything set up so that I redid what I was doing based off of the coloring. And I think I was overthinking this. So what I'm going to do is with the UltraStudio, we have a look that configures that. So inside of here, and I'll tag the video where we did that, we have our look in here that when they need to show full screen, that's when they will hit the full screen, and that outputs here. So if we bring up a song here that shows here, it shows up here. But if they want to do a lower third, then they would come in here to this look, select lower third, and then that would output it there. And then with our DSK, that's how we'll do that. So that's how they can show both at the same time. Then we still have the super source that can go on so they can do both. But we're going to do a lot of training with them to show them how to do it. This was really straightforward. We also have our PoE switch, and we got everything to where you hit the power there. That kills the power to everything minus the computer, so that the stuff isn't left on. They're assembling the rack that's going to hold the stage box that we did as well up there. So we've rerouted everything here so that they're using a 32 in 16 out stage box for the X32 to help get rid of the cabling up there. But we also made a separate live stream mix in here for the live stream for them to manage, and that's where they can adjust for what's going to the live stream. So we're going to do a real quick refresher with them and show them how to live stream with their new stuff. And I think that's about it. I think they're going to be sending some people to come with the conference as well too, so excited about that. But that is about it. So I'm gonna have a link down below to everything that we used here. Again, thank you to River Church for calling me, and they said they found some of my videos and then realized I was so close to them that they had me come down here, help to modernize their media ministry and get them up and running. I know the pastor was saying this was a long time coming of what they're trying to do, so just thankful to be a part of that. So I think that's about it. Let me see if Pastor Ron has anything to say. All right, so like I said, folks, we finished down here, and this is the senior pastor here, Pastor Ron. What do you now? First of all, please don't do the stuff like AJay this. But what do you see now? What do you see as a vision of what all this tech? Because a lot of people put tech in their church, but what is your vision of how this tech is going to help the ministry here?
Well, our sole purpose is to come out of the 4 walls of the church. All of what has been done here with AJay's help and getting everything prepared, that allows us to broadcast outside the church where we really want to meet. and we really want to reach people. We're living in a time and a day where people aren't flooding to come into a building, but they are flooding their hearts for the desire of the gospel and the kingdom. So this gives us the ability to reach them in their homes where maybe that's where they feel comfortable right now. So there's no other way to do this. We go to the streets, we feed, we clothe, we do all of that, but this is so instrumental. This is the way that it really, why not use the technology for the kingdom? It's here. The world's using it for everything else. Let's get on board with technology and get out there and reach people. So that's essentially what this is all about.
Well, awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for the opportunity. Chris, you got anything?
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, again, Pastor Ron, thank you so much for reaching out. I hope the little bit that we did helps move your ministry forward to reach and impact more people. Because again, y'all know what I always say, it's not my responsibility, it's not the River's responsibility to reach everybody. It is our responsibility to reach. So if one person can help, and they have a unique message that comes out of here that's going to reach a certain amount of people. If we can help push that and help them do that, we all win together. So again, thank you so much. Link is down below to everything that we used here. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to talk about Modernize Your Media Ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.